different today. I've just arrived at Everything Electric. This is at the Excel. This is happening today, tomorrow, this weekend. And literally just walked in through the door. And I thought what I'll do is I'll go live and just walk around. And then you'll see it as I'm seeing it for the first time. So I've gone live. Now the thing is, sound may be an issue on this video, because obviously it's noisy and I'm running this straight off my phone. So if there's a lot of problem with the sound, if you can't hear anything at all, say it in the comments and we'll have to give up, you know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this around. Also, I don't know what the connectivity is like. It's showing me 4G, so I don't know how well this is streaming, but it is saying live. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip you around. This is the show. Fully charged. So Everything Electric actually is a new show here at the Excel London, but it's run by the Fully Charged guys, Fully Charged show. So here we are, we've just arrived. So let's start our walk around. Let's do this. So what do we have here? These are the Rivians, aren't they? So like I said, sound might be, I don't know what the streaming is going to be like. I really don't, because it's showing me 4G rather than 5G, so I hope this is good enough. And in terms of sound, I don't know what it's going to be like. If the sound is really bad because there's a lot of ambient noise, then let me know in the comments, and I think I'll just have to abandon this and do a normal video instead. So this is a Rivian. Rivian pickup, electric. Look what the plug is right at the front. A lot of EVs, they like to, EV owners like to have them at the front, because they normally park front in onto their drive. And again, the same, you see the same on the, that's the F-150 Lightning, isn't it? F-150 Lightning. You see the same on there as well, because they park front in onto their drive, which means that they can access the wall-mounted charging. So that's how that works. This is the F-150 Lightning. So this is a really interesting vehicle, because obviously the Ford F-150 is the biggest selling truck in America by far. And Ford have actually had to put off the production of this car. It looks like a reasonable transmission, diabolical car, though, says very clever. Well, we'll see. But, oh, hello. How are you doing? I'm live at the moment. Say hello to everybody.
Hello. How you doing?
Good to see you again.
And you?
I've just walked in. How's the show?
It's interesting going around. There's a lot more cars
here. Who you are first, sorry.
Sorry? I'm Randall Tiny Smith. So Tiny, I'm sort of an EV influencer, for one of a better reason.
He's not tiny, he's large. But
yeah, 6'7", so I overdid it on the greens. So yeah, the show is very, very interesting. There's a lot of EVs here at the moment, which is good to see. BYD's here, they've got a hell of a stand over the back. Tesla, obviously they've got the Tesla Owners Club, they've got a Tesla there as well. Hyundai, they've got a good stand as well. So I'm just literally just arrived, and there's so much I've yet to see to get around here and look at everything. So yeah, great show. Come along, enjoy it.
Yeah,
first one in London.
Looking forward to it. I'll catch up with you in a bit.
Yeah, we'll do.
Awesome to see you, Tiny. So I worked with him on a London EV show and some other things, London Motor Show. Sorry, British Motor Show I worked with him on, so that was quite cool. So yeah, back to the Ford F-150 Lightning. It's a heck of a truck. I mean, this was supposed to, I mean, if you think about what is the vehicle that's electric, that's most likely going to appeal to Americans, it should be this one, the F-150 Lightning, because the F-150 is the biggest selling vehicle in America. And then you think that, well, if you're going to switch people to electric, this is the way to do it. But the thing is, Ford has actually, you know, despite the fact it's on display here, but Ford have actually had to delay huge production of this vehicle because they're just not seeing the market there. That's the Rivian. Check out the Rivian. Hope you guys can see this, and let me know how the sound is for you. I hope it's okay. So I'm just going to run this live and just do a live walk around of everything electric that's happening now at the Excel. That's the Rivian. Look at this thing. Oh, it's showing me. Hang on. Reset. There you go. There you go. There you go. There we are. Look at that. That's like, what is this? That is like a one-person carriage right there. What is that? Honestly, I have no idea what that is. But it literally is like a mobility scooter enclosed. So it's got a British flag on the steering wheel, so I'm guessing it's British made. But it's very discreet because it doesn't want you to know who it is. Because there's no label or branding or anything on it. Okay, well that's that. But this is sexy. Look at this. This is very sweet. Paris car. Wow. Check this out. Electric Paris TC2. Oh, that's pretty. I'm definitely getting Porsche 356 vibes out of this, but it seems smaller. It seems a lot smaller, sort of a reduced scale 356. I mean, you know, 356 is a small car as it is. That's really cute. I have to say, that is absolutely adorable. Look at the detailing on the headlights. That's really nice. It does look like a 356, but there's like a real top thing going on here. I mean, in one sense, it feels like a very basic thing, but if you look at that interior, that is absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeously done. A wood rim steering wheel. Handbrake on the other side. You've got buttons that literally, like, you know, you can't see, there's lights and stuff like that, but look, it's really, the buttons are kind of just disappear onto the console. It has toggle switches. You can, yeah, you could. Somebody just said, can you put a coat hanger on the roll bar? You could actually, but quite extraordinary. I actually really like this. Look at the tail lights as well. That's so cute. This is how you do retro futuristic. You know, this is what's going on here. What's in the front? Let's see. Let's wait and see.
Would you rather have the smaller battery?
There you go. So the battery pack is in the front. So hang on, I'll probably come back and have a look at that again. But this is another thing that we want to look at, and this is charge cars. So I've been following these guys for years. I saw the last one that they did, prototype, at the Salon de Privé London, I think it was. And it really looks the part. But being no doubt this is electric. Being no doubt this is not a Mustang that has been converted. This is a ground up brand new car. They just used a body shell that looks like, you know, sort of refabricated body shells that basically look like a Mustang. But this is charge cars. You can see. That's charge cars. A beautiful sort of dark green shade, if you can make out on that. Absolutely stunning. 67. So there's a 67 body shape, which 67, 68 are probably like the best body shapes, aren't they? Unless you go like 71 Mach 1. But check it out. Look at the wheels, sort of rally style wheels on there. And yeah, it's got the double hooded dashboard on it. Fully electric, 67. And these are made here. These are not from America. It says prototype on this as well. So I wonder if they actually do have, I mean, it's been years and years and years. I wonder if they do actually have a production car now. But that is beautiful, looks the part, really like that. Made here, not in America, made right here. That's gorgeous. Let me know if you want me to try and get reviews. I wouldn't mind reviewing that. I'd love to review that. I'd love to review the Carice, which we looked at earlier. I'd love to review this as well, the Microlina. I sat in this one time before, I think it was probably at the last EV show. Hello, hi.
Disturb you.
That's alright, I'm live at the moment, that's fine. Go for it.
I just want to say
Hello,
hello.
hello. Hello back?
Hello. We watch you all the time.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, just say hello to everyone, because this is live. You'll see yourself later.
Say hello.
Hello. There you go. How are you enjoying the show? How are you enjoying the show?
Yes, we only just arrived, but it's looking really good.
Yeah?
Good.
What's your favourite thing so far?
We've just looked at the cars. We're just very interested in the cars.
We just purchased.
This is very cool, isn't
she's
it?
just
purchased a new car.
What have you bought one of these?
No, an MG.
An MG?
MG4.
Oh, very nice. Those are very good. Yeah,
I don't know what it's called, MG4 something or other.
Well, it's just EV, isn't it? Yeah.
It's coming in a week or two.
Oh, well, congratulations. That's
and the
exciting.
old child you put in next to the house.
Oh, wow. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So you're looking forward to that then? Is that your
Yeah.
first EV?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I don't-
So you figured it all out, you know what you're going to be doing and stuff?
I don't know. Well, we bought it and I said, well, it's going to be weird because it's not going to have a gear stick.
Yeah.
It won't have a clutch.
Well, there's a button. As long as you can put it into drive, you'll be okay. You'll be fine.
So
Yeah.
you just push the button, pedal and go. don't
Off you go. It's very easy. It's very easy. Awesome.
We've got
Is it-
solar panels.
are you going to be trying some of the cars here and stuff, or?
Might do, yeah. Might do, but yeah, really
Yeah.
interesting because you've got loads of solar panels as well, haven't you?
Oh, that's a good way to charge everything, isn't it?
we've
Yeah,
got solar panels and all that. So, yeah, it'll go well with our system. So,
Very good.
hoping
Excellent.
to save some
Well,
money.
enjoy
Yeah,
the rest of the
this'll
show.
be one
Thank you,
Thank
so
you so
much for
much.
your
Thank you
time.
so much.
last year.
All right.
Up there somewhere. We're up there last year, but we thought we'd try and get down to London this year.
It's very good. It's very good.
Looks really good though. It's
Excellent.
exciting.
Great to see you.
ya.
Thank you. Bye. That's lovely. So this is the Microlina, and I did see Microlina, so I did sit in this before. I was just trying to remember which show it was that I sat in here. I can't remember, but I remember it was here at the Excel. I do fit. It is really cute. It is really funky. I'd love to do a review of that thing. Like I said, let me know. Is the MG the one they bizarrely advertising 99 red balloons? I don't know. I do like that song though. I don't know. I don't think I've seen that advert. What is this thing? This is so weird. It's like a printed electrical circuit board all over it. What's that? 25 cents per hour. Is that the charging? That's curious. Check this out. This is the Helix maybe? It's a weird way of writing it, but I love the wrap on it. That's really cool. That's like a microvan, isn't it? What do we got here? Prototype X01. It's got. Oh, look at the front of this. You know what? This looks like it's out of Thunderbirds. Looks like a Jerry Anderson kind of thing, that, doesn't it? What do you think? Yeah, I'm less keen on reviewing that one, but I guess, for around town it makes a lot of sense. What have we got here? This is the Omoda. And this is the thing with the EVs, is that you're getting so many completely new brands coming out of nowhere, which nobody's ever seen of, nobody's ever heard of, and all of a sudden here it is, I mean, I've never heard of this. I'm guessing it's probably Chinese. I don't know. It's got Kumhu tires on it, so I'm guessing it's Chinese. There's a QR code if you want to use that. Yeah, the Microlino is based on the Isetta bubble car. That's the concept is based on the Isetta bubble car. It's a completely different car. In fact, I don't think it's even a three-wheeler. I think that even from here you can make out it's actually a four-wheel car. But yes, you're right. It's pretty much it's evoking the spirit of the Isetta bubble car. So this is quite interesting, quite nice, quite capacious. It's an SUV, and seems to be generating a fair bit of interest. So let's move on. Let's see what else we've got here. Like I said, so we're live at Everything Electric. This is where we are, and I'm just literally just arrived. As I arrived, I turned on the live stream, and we'll see how we get on with this. I don't know how the connectivity is, but we've got a Tesla police car. There you go, 2 Tesla police cars. The police are going electric. There you go. What else have we got here? So now this show, unlike like a fully charged show that I've been to Farnborough, that normally is very car orientated, but this one appears this one is saying everything electric. This is Admiral Insurance. So this is the Ioniq 6. They got cooking here.
8 minutes for our first
There's a cooking
demonstration.
here.
I can see we've already got a small but perfectly formed audience here.
we've got-
Why are you sat at the back?
We've got a big audience here. You
Oh
can
yeah,
see
because of the
live
wind
cooking
blowing through.
at
So
the
you
carbon
found
kitchen.
this.
So-
You found the sweet spot there, haven't
So
you?
if you're interested
Yes,
in,
quite right.
what is
I know what
it?
you're
Indonesian
looking for.
cauliflower,
Okay,
king
we'll see
oyster
you
mushroom
in the
tacos,
kitchen.
tofu satay curry, silky chocolate tart, a stuffed Easter egg cheesecake, then come down here and they're doing cookery as well. So everything electric, when they say everything electric, I guess that's what they mean. It's not just cars. But hang on, there are more cars, so that's good. So let's head over to look at more cars, because that's what we're about. Because obviously this is the Brown Car Guy channel. We have the Mega Theatre. What's going on in the Mega Theatre? we have people talking. That's a nice setup, actually. Who have we got up there? Phil McNamara. Oh, he's the editor of Car Magazine. My goodness. And Quentin Wilson's up there. Quentin Wilson's up there. Looks like he's hosting. And then you got Phil McNamara of Car Magazine. You got Colin Walker of Energy Climate Intelligence Unit. And Lorna McAteer from the National Grid. Oh, actually, I've interviewed her.
The majority of our
she was at the London EV show as well. So there you go. That's what's going on over there. Here is a display of cars. Here's Lexus's EV. There's another Microlino there. What have we got here?
Just over 50% of people know some close to them.
Have you seen the Honda? This is not the Honda, sorry. This is the Toyota. I've reviewed that, haven't I? I'm pretty sure I reviewed that. So this is a new one. This is the Honda. And this is the, I guess this is the first EV really, isn't it? ENV. It's kind of like an HRV sort of size, I would say. An HRV sort of model, isn't it? I wonder if it's locked. They're probably locked, yeah. Yeah, the windows are, the mirrors are closed or folded in, so it's sort of a pearl white sort of color, this. See this? It's a good looking car. It's the ENV1. Or is that ENY? It looks like NY, doesn't it? ENY. So is this from New York? Anyway, so that's on sale now. I haven't reviewed that, so that would be quite good. There's an Aura. It used to be called the Aura Funky Cat, but they've changed the name now. GWM, which is the Great Wall Motors of China. This is the Aura. I think they've changed the name. When I reviewed it, I've done reviews of this. You find them on my channel, and it was called the Funky Cat. But I believe they've changed the name now, so it's now, I don't know why, £35,000. Wowza. 03 Pro Plus. I think the price has gone up as well. So this is, it's a great little car though. Really, really cool. I do like that. But I think they should have kept it Funky Cat. Volkswagen ID range. Another Microlino, this time in blue and white. That's cute, man. Look at the wheels. Now again, like I said, this is a four-wheel car. So it's not a three-wheeler, it is a four-wheeler. But yeah, very much inspired by Isetta Bubble Car. So more cars over here. We've got Mercedes EQA, we've got some BMWs, we've got i5 over there, and this is my favorite one. This is actually my favorite EV, I gotta be honest. If I had to have an EV, and if I could possibly in a million years afford to buy one of this nature, then this would be the one. The i4 M50. I drove this thing a couple of years ago. I was absolutely smitten with it. I love the way it moves, love the way it handles. It's got real BMW vibe to it, and it's got this incredible sci-fi sort of soundtrack to it as well. So I really like that one. So that would be the one for me if I did move to EVs and I could actually afford it. What do we got here? The solar park combo. So this is all the solar charging stations. So that's what that is. So they're basically charging EVs on solar power. So it's one of the ways that they're looking at, all the questions regarding, how you're going to charge, how are you going to get the energy from the grid and stuff like that to charge all these cars. Well, this is one of the solutions, powered by solar. Somebody's posted Tesla is best. I'm not convinced, I still feel that Teslas are, they've ruled for a long time because they're the ones that made electric cars desirable, sexy, glamorous, fun. So for that, they deserve absolutely every credit. That they're the ones that really got people interested in Tesla. They led the world in sales until the end of last year when BYD took over. But as cars, I've never really rated them. I always feel like they're not quite finished. They always feel like prototypes to me. Advanced Sport. There's of course all the technology over the tires are unique. The supercharger network, by the way, I think now Tesla is opening up to other brands as well. I think you need like an adapter or something like that. but I believe that it will be available. But yes, that's one of the advantages of Tesla, is that they did have that supercharger network. So we got a Mercedes there. These are always quite cute. I like these vans, these Morris commercials. It's, you know, the vibes of classic Morris vans of the 60s and 70s. Oops, sorry, 60s and 70s, I suppose. But oh, they got a little one. Oh, how cute is that? That's so adorable. Oh, that's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. Come on. You want a mini-me, right? You want a mini-me. But yeah, these are very cool. I do like these. And very nicely done interior, actually. Very, very sweet. I wouldn't mind trying this out. Look at that. No wing mirrors. Some cameras instead. I love the way the lights that are done on this. That's what it is, the Morris JE. The grille completely unnecessary because it's an EV, but actually character. So we've got Mercedes here, Mercedes stand. Mercedes, of course, we've got the EQ range of electric cars. I hope this transmission is still coming through well. Oh, there's a few more people now looking for the food. That's good. So there's a few more people here. What's this? This is Smart. Let's look around the front of Smart so we can see how smart is. So they don't look like anything like the Smarts that I remember. So this is a new range of Smarts. And this here, they are actually doing live test drives. So I'm sure that there's a queue, I'm sure there's a booking system, but you can come down here. If you've never driven an EV, this is your chance. This is your opportunity to have a go. Because there's a whole ton of cars here, you know, which you can have a go in. Now there's one car that I know is going to be here, which I haven't seen yet, which I'm very keen to see. I haven't seen it in the metal yet, but I'm very keen to see it. I've seen these before. I think they were at the London EV show as well. And that is the MG. And I don't mean the MG4 that the lady we met has just bought one. I mean the new Cyberster or Cyberstar or whatever it's called. Because that's the one that looks like, you know, it might get people excited about EVs because it's a sports car, it's a roadster. It's a roadster sports car. So we're just walking through here. What have we got here? Hyundai. This is Hyundai. Hyundai? Whatever you want to call it. They keep telling us how to pronounce it, don't they? That's the Kona. Ioniq 5. I've reviewed. I haven't reviewed. I don't think I reviewed the Kona. But I've done the 5 and the 6. Volvo EX30. So Volvo going hard on EVs. Both as Volvo and as Polestar. These are little electric scooters. Check it out in a real classic style. Oh wow. They look really gorgeous. I like that. Do you ride scooters? Anyone here ride scooters? That looks really pretty. It's Vespa. It is actually Vespa. It is Vespa electric. So it's bona fide Vespa. So it's bona fide Vespa. It's a classic Vespa style, but electric. And it looks beautiful. It really does. It's a pretty thing. You want to get that and just put it in your living room. Because it just looks nice, you know? So that's Volvo. There's a BYD stand here. And what do we have here? Urban Mobility. Another little... oh, it's actually a two-seater. I was going to say it's a single-seater again, but no. It is a two-seater. Tiny, tiny little thing. And this is the thing, is like, you know, we thought all electric cars, oh, you can fit your golf set in there, your golf bats. You can put your golf bats in there.
Put your golf clubs in the back.
And yeah, so we thought that EVs are going to look like that, like this small car here and this small car here. And of course, EVs have gone the way of making these much bigger cars because, oh, they have a DJ set and everything going on here. I hope this, I'm not going to get a copyright strike on this music, on this video. So I better move away from that. Big BYD stand. Of course, I just reviewed the Seal, which is that one there. So go check that out. That's on my channel. Oh, Mr. BYD is here. I don't know what that's meant to be, an octopus or something. And they are a Lego car. That's what that is. So what we got more? We got another Tesla stand. How many Tesla stands are there? This feels like a proper Tesla stand, where the other one, I don't know, what was that then? What was the other one then? Still got the test drives going on there. So those of you joining us, Octopus Energy, oh I see, yes. Oh, I get it, Octopus Energy, right, of course, thank you for that. Yeah, that makes sense. So they're hence dressed up as the Octopus. Yeah, Octopus Energy obviously do favourable rates for home charging for EVs, etc., etc. So that makes a lot of sense actually. I still haven't seen what I'm looking for. So we're about halfway through, we're about half the haul done, as you can see. Sorry, I hope I'm not making you dizzy. About half the haul done. We are at everything electric, Aura again. We are everything electric, and this is the Aura Funky Cat again, which they don't call Funky Cat anymore. So they call it O3. Somebody I know, but you didn't see me. So there you go, Aura is there. And we have the test drives going on over there. We've got Kia EV6. I reviewed that. This is a new one, the EV9. I have not reviewed the EV9. Another Tesla. EV breakers. What do? They dismantle EVs. I'm sure some of you will be like, yes, keep dismantling them. This is the EV9. So this is the new big SUV from Kia, and it's a beast. Look at that. That's a beast, that is. That's a hefty size. So there we go. We are at everything electric. This is where we are. The show is on from today, open today at Excel London. It's carrying on. Look at the big door handles, massive door handles. Huge. Oh, this is a beast of a thing. Substantial. That's for sure. Wow. Proper. It's actually quite luxurious. It's quite nice. I quite like this. Look at this. Look at the space down here. Center console. Big screen. Pretty cool. Let's see what the rear is like. There we go. Good space back here. That seat just moved back when that door was open. Oh, it's actually a 7-seater. 2 seats in the back as well. The 7-seater this. Floor, yeah. Wow, that's really good packaging on the part of Kia, it seems. Because it's a massive vehicle, but seems to be well packaged. And also, so this is interesting because this is where a lot of cars fall down. You've got the 7 seats. But even behind the 7 seats, behind the third row of seats, you still have a good amount of luggage room. So that looks quite practical to me. That's really cool. And the design is fantastic. I do like the design of that thing. Really sort of square box, futuristic sort of look about it. Very cool. Very nice indeed. From one SUV to another, this is the Ford Electric Explorer. See, this is the Ford stand. And there you have the Ford Explorer EV. What's it like inside? Big screen there. This, of course, is based on the... I think this is based on the VW platform, isn't it? Because you know, like the Mach-E, Mustang Mach-E, Ford's own EV. Whereas this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is actually a collab with, yeah, looking at the light switches and stuff, yeah, I think it is, yeah. So that is basically a VW. Ah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. So there you go, there's the MG stand. MG4. Yeah, I've reviewed both of those. MG4 and the MG ZS. But this one, this is the interesting one. Look at that. Tell me what you think of this thing. How cool is that? With the doors. This is the car that's going to change MG's image again, back to what it used to be. This is MG going back to its roots of being makers of roadsters, but this obviously in an EV format. And this essentially is a vehicle that, you know, it should come in at a price that is accessible, and it's a fun little thing, and should make EVs interesting and exciting again. And look at here, to be honest, I like the design of that. It's so pretty. It's a really well designed car. It's really, really, really pretty. The doors are spectacular, showstoppers. A little bit of trickery going on there with the black strip at the top of the door line. But wow, it's the first time I've actually seen this in the metal, if you can call it that. And I like it. Look at the tail lights. So I guess those indicators really point out the direction that you're going in. That's fantastic. But look at the doors on this. I like that. Let me know what you guys think of the EV. Are you here? Dave the video maker, you're here at this event? If you are, then say hello. That would be great. Can you see inside? Can you see inside from here? So 2-seater roadster, very, very cool, all electric. Probably one of the most interesting EVs that are coming out right now, I think. And I think that, you know, to define a new sector for EVs. EVs so far have all been about, you know, family vehicles, SUVs, urban transport, that sort of stuff. And you had like the supercar, EV supercars, but this is not a supercar. This is going to be a car that, you know, you should be able to buy, access, and drive every day. So that's really cool. So yeah, no, that does not disappoint. I was looking forward to seeing that, and it does not disappoint. So we continue onwards. What do we have over here? So AA is here with the usual stand. The EV drives are ongoing. I think it's just the route that's out, in and out. So sort of, there's a big old space here. So I guess you get the cars from here, and then you just do like one loop round through there, and then back into here. Maxus. Isn't that, what is Maxus? Maxus is, it's, what am I thinking of? Is that KGM? So, even for me, it's like so hard now to keep up with all these brands nowadays, isn't it? Anyway, these are Maxus cars. Look at that. I mean, that's a full-on MPV, that thing, isn't it? This is an AAID Buzz. An AAID Buzz, that is. Check it out. But looking again at this thing, look at that. That is just humongous. It's a people carrier, luxury people carrier, I reckon. Yes. Tons of room there. 8-seater. That's pretty cool. So let's make our way around again. So like I said, we are everything electric. What are they saying? I hope you have a good life insurance, all the EVs. That's some potential fires. How on earth? I mean, look, I mean, you know, very funny. I mean, all of this stuff about EVs. EVs are way, way, way less likely to catch fire than internal combustion engine cars, and actually hybrids are the ones that are most likely to catch fire. This is stats. These are proven stats from the Insurance Institute of America, as well as from Sweden, stats from Sweden as well. So this is factual evidence. Now the problem is that, of course, when EVs do catch fire, then they are impossible to put out. So that's spectacular. But the likelihood of catching fire is actually very, very minimal. You know, it's just that when they do, it just goes everywhere. It goes viral because, you know, because they're spectacular and they're impossible to put out. Another theatre here. So just to answer your question, I feel perfectly safe walking around everything electric here, because don't forget, everything in your home is electric now, so you know. They're talking about a space shuttle. Interesting. So that is that. What else we got down here? What are these? St. Paul's School of Engineering, and these are basically electric racing cars, I guess. They're like go-karts, really. They are, wow, you wouldn't want to sit in that, would you? I mean, I certainly couldn't fit in that, that's for sure. But they are go-karts, I guess, electric go-karts. Look at that. This is like, you know, full-on land speed record Pando vehicle. The Firefly. 2017 this was made in. So that's what's going on here. There's a bunch of e-bikes of different types. So we're into the nitty-gritty stands here. So I hope you're enjoying this walk around of everything electric which is going on right now. Oh, you can come and try the bikes here, you see. That's why there's a variety of bicycles there. Everything electric at Excel. That's where we are. Yo, these people are trying the bicycles there. But they're just riding them. I don't get it. Well, that person's not riding it. I mean, by riding it, I mean like actually pedaling. Look at that. That looks really cool. I don't know what it is, but it looks cool. The Cooler Cub. No wonder it actually says Cooler Cub. Cooler King. Premium electric bicycles. Designed in Britain. So these are bicycles that kind of look like bikes. Motorbikes, I mean. And classic motorbikes at that. But that is a very cool looking thing. Now, I don't normally cover motorbikes, two-wheel things on my channel. Primarily because I don't ride them. But that doesn't mean I can't appreciate the shape or admire the engineering. And these look fantastic, I gotta be honest. Perfect for London, I guess? Maybe I should start riding. Let me know. Steve Watson, I'm not promoting anything. I think people often seem to forget that I am an automotive journalist. And I cover everything automotive. So whether that's modern ICE vehicles or modern electric vehicles or classic vehicles that have been converted to electric, which is what these are over here, or whether it's classic vehicles. I love cars. I love all cars, in fact, actually. So every time somebody says promoting, I'm not promoting anything. I'm covering content. If you're interested in the content, then hey ho, you'll enjoy my content. If you're not interested in the content, then you don't have to consume it. It's as simple as that. But thank you to Jamie. Reporting isn't the same as promoting. Exactly. I absolutely adore my BMW E30. Absolutely. Although it's giving me a nightmare at the moment with the rust issue, which I really can't figure out what to do because the cost of repairing it is coming in so high. But that's just the joys of owning a classic car. But you know, at the end of the day, I've got to look at the past, I've got to look at the present, and I've got to look at the future. And for a large part of motorists going forward, the future will be EVs. And I've always maintained that EVs are definitely part of the future mix of mobility for us. I don't think they're the only answer. I think the real answer for future mobility is a combination of traditional fuel, ICE, biofuels, e-fuels, EVs, and also hydrogen as well. So I think that the more choice, the better. That's what I feel. But definitely EVs are going to be part of that choice. Check this out. I think I saw this car before at the last fully charged event. I'm pretty sure I saw this there. But now it's got like digital. Those are all digital in there. That's really, I love the seats on. That's very cool. But this is a cool looking car, that's for sure. What you feel about it, I'm sure that you'll say. But just the classic looks, the style, the 240Z stance of it, that steering wheel gear lever. The thing about these classic conversions is that they're often able to keep the manual gearbox, and the manual gearbox actually does work. It doesn't work exactly the same way. So for example, you can sometimes just move off in third gear, and sometimes you can just drive around in third gear all day long. But if you want to really use the gear lever, then you actually can, and it does respond like a gearbox responds. Silent classic. There you go. I think I interviewed that guy last year. Fully charged. Fiat 500 conversion kit. So now you can just get kits. So if you have these cars and you just want to convert them, you just buy kits. A lot of people are doing them. I know that a couple of other EV makers or classic EV converters that I've reviewed in the past are also doing it as well. Get a YouTuber to fix the rust. I mean, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's like, I want the job done. If I'm going to get the job done, then I'm going to get it done properly. I mean, that's certainly an answer. If you have any suggestions on who might be up for doing that, then let me know. At the moment, I'm talking to a few garages about it. I'm getting the quotes in and trying to figure out what to do. But yeah, I mean, that could be an option. It's a good suggestion, but it would have to be the right person. So the right sort of collab, if you like, you know, as they say in YouTube world. So, but thanks for that advice. Praise is promoting. Look, if I like a car, I'm going to say I like it. You know, it's as simple as that. And at the end of the day, the reason I 35 years ago, became a motoring journalist, and the reason I was into cars in the first place was because I love cars. I've always loved cars. I still love cars, and I always continue to love cars. And you know, whatever form they are in, you know, whatever their drivetrain is, if I like it, I like it. You know, like this is the Lotus. I am not really sure about Lotus's new direction. And as some of you will know, I'm a huge, massive Lotus fan. My all-time, you know, the one I want most is the Esprit. But Lotus has gone in this direction. And Morris GE is here, yeah, it's great. It's a lovely little car, and they've got a little mini-me version as well there. So yeah, somebody's got an MG4, they're just saying MG4, they've got one, they love it, good. But yeah, what do you think about the Lotus direction? The Lotus direction of we're going all electric now. And I mean, this is not like any Lotus that I've ever imagined. You know, this is a big SUV. This is a big SUV, that's what that is. That's what Lotus is doing. So we appear to have done the full circuit. I think we have actually now done the full circuit. You know? There's a bloom going on. And cherry blossoms. Are they cherry blossoms? Are they cherry blossoms? Kind of, I think so. Anyway, so I think we've done the full circuit. So I think that is done. I've successfully covered the show on a live transmission. I hope you've enjoyed it. If there's anything here that you want to see in more detail, now is the time to tell me before I log off. But I just hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this little walk around with me of everything electric. The show by Fully Charged. It's on now at Excel. Open today. Runs through the weekend. If you're coming here by the Elizabeth line, better just check TfL because I think there may be an issue on the Elizabeth line over the weekend. So that would be one thing to just watch out for if you're planning to do that. But other than that, I think it's if you're interested in certainly if you're interested in EVs, it's definitely worth a visit. If you're interested in cars and motorbikes, two-wheel stuff, it's also worth a visit because it's an interesting snapshot of what is currently going on. And you know, the reality is whether you agree with it, whether you don't agree with it, whether you believe it's the right direction or whether you don't believe it's the right direction, the fact is that it's what's happening. It's what's happening right now. This is what's going on. And it's not something that's just going to disappear. You know, the amount of investment, the amount that's going into these EVs is not something, you know, it may well be, you know, and I've said this in other videos, it may well be that in 10 years time, they turn around and say, oh, you know, that we told you all to buy EVs, well, that was a bad idea. I mean, that may happen, but for right now, this is it. This is what's happening. This is why all these shows are happening. And this is why I'm covering them, because people are moving to EVs, and that's fine. That's fair enough. You know, for some people, they are actually perfectly appropriate and perfectly the right car. Anyway, that's a longer discussion. Live long and prosper, you too, dude. I don't think everything electric, yes, but I don't think Ansem is but they are doing cookery. They are doing cookery right now. So there you go. I'm only just starting to look into taking up driving, and I'm still unsure about EVs, whilst knowing I have to know about them. I mean, there's not a lot that you need to know about them. I mean, you know, they are basically regular cars, let's be honest. And I think that's one of the key things with the most modern EVs, what they're trying to do. They're just trying to make sure that they're just regular cars, so that there won't be any surprises, that there won't be any shocks. Some of the EVs I've been driving lately, they just drive, I mean, like when I first started reviewing EVs, they had like one pedal mode. There was something a bit different about driving them. But the latest ones I'm driving, they are basically, they've been engineered to just drive like normal cars. And so I think the transition has been made much easier. It's just like driving an automatic car, basically that's what it is, you know? There's a slight sense of slowing, sometimes when you got regen on the brakes. You don't need to use the brakes as much or as hard as you would in a normal car, but Other than that, there's not a lot of difference. There's the J.E. Morris that somebody was asking about. There it is. So there you go. Are there any ICE-only dealers? Well, the thing is, there can't be. This is the thing. If you look at the ZEV mandate, there's a separate video on my channel that covers it. I've called it the ZEV mandate, but actually I think it's now called Vehicle Emissions Trading Scheme is what it's now called. And according to that, 22% of the vehicles that you sell this year have to be EVs, and that percentage increases every year up to 2030 when it gets to 80%, and by 2035 it'll be 100%. When Labour come in, they may change that. But anyway, that's what it is at the moment. So honestly, like if you're a dealer at the moment and you only got ICE cars, you're in trouble because there will be hefty penalties and fines to pay. Are there any ICE on the water? Pad and discwear. So actually, pad and discwear on ICE cars, on EVs, is actually significantly less than on ICE vehicles. I'm just going to turn around and point again at my favorite EV, which is this one. If I had to have an EV, it would be that one, i4 M50. But it's less on these vehicles because of the regen braking. So a lot of the braking happens through that. And the one thing that people are actually finding, people that service EVs, what they're actually finding is that they're finding that the brake seize on EVs because they're not used. So they actually tell drivers to actually go out every now and then and actually use the brake pedal. Because especially the one pedal mode cars, they're not actually using the brake seize. So they want them to keep working. But yeah, paddle and disc wear is much less. Mandate. Racing. I'm not sure what you're saying. Oh, okay, good info. All right, thanks. Good. I'm glad that you found that useful. Okay, so cool. I'm going to go and have a walk around. I'm going to spend maybe another hour or so just looking around, talking to people and stuff like that. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you're here, then say hello. Hello to Kentucky. Hey, somebody from Kentucky. Hello there. So if you're here, say hello. Love to chat with you. And hope you enjoyed this video. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Yeah, Toyota are definitely. I think Toyota and other Japanese car companies like Mazda, like Honda, have been reluctant. Have been hesitant to go fully down the EV route because I think that they also, like I've been saying earlier in the video, I think they also realize that the future will be a mix of mobility solutions, not just the EVs, and I think that mix will include traditional internal combustion engine cars, which may run on biofuels, e-fuels and stuff like that, but may also include things like hydrogen. Hydrogen both as hydrogen fuel cell, but also as hydrogen fuel that powers internal combustion engine cars. And I think that Toyota and Honda are definitely looking at the hydrogen answer. I know BMW are also looking at it as well. I know that Porsche are looking at alternative fuels. So there's a lot going on. So personally, I still think that we may not see an entirely EV future, but I think that EVs are definitely going to be part of it. There are only a few mines. China owns most of its supply. No, actually, lithium is actually the lithium circle is actually South America. That's where most of it actually is. But they're not actually mining it that much at the moment. So they're used because of various laws and because of the damage that mining can do to its environment, local environment. So there is a huge deposit of lithium in what they call the lithium triangle, which is South America, which I think is mostly still untapped. Most of the lithium at the moment actually comes from Australia. But yes, it is mostly refined and then turned into batteries in China. So China is actually managing most of the battery production and supply, but not necessarily all of the lithium. I think most of the lithium actually is coming from Australia. Yes, some is coming from China as well. So there's a mix of that at the moment, and there are other availability as well. Are we legislatively backing ourselves into a corner? Well, we're not. We're not backing ourselves into a corner, but I think the governments are. And I think that, at some point they may find themselves in a position where they have to backtrack, as they already had to backtrack on the 2030, 2035 deadline. So I don't think that we are putting ourselves in a corner, but I think that policymakers, being a bit short-sighted, are potentially putting themselves into a corner that they will then have to come out of. So mining does bother me. hydrogen fuel. Yeah, I mean, there are alternatives, and I think there will be more alternatives. With the mining, the way that they're mining, they are looking at different techniques and different. At the moment, there is a lot of water that's used for the lithium mining. That's a fact, and then that water is then contaminated, and that's a fact as well. But they are looking at other ways of doing it as well. They're looking at other forms of mines. They're looking at other ways of extracting it. So this is an ongoing discussion, and they're also looking at other things. You've got lithium ion, and you've got other kinds of things. You've got solid state batteries. You've got other materials as well. So, there's a lot of work that's going on. There's a lot of development. There's a lot of technology, a lot of engineering, and things are changing quite rapidly. So there's a lot going on. There's not going to be more development. Obviously, this is going to impact future engineers. The whole people who work on these cars are trained differently. So there's a whole level of engineering and training and apprenticeship that has to happen for people that want to work on EVs in the future, that want to develop them, that want to maintain them, that want to fix them. So that's a whole different field altogether. So that's also happening. Just seeing if there's any more questions before I log off. It's great to have all this interaction, and it's great to have the opportunity to talk about this, and I think that's quite important. I think it's good to be open-minded when it comes to these things, There isn't one answer to every question. There's multiple answers, let's be absolutely honest. And I think that it's quite limiting to be a bit closed-minded or a bit narrow-minded about these things. And I think that, if you don't like EVs, you don't like them, that's fine. And that's absolutely fine. At the moment we're in a fortunate condition where you don't have to drive one. Maybe in the future that might change, but at the moment we don't have to. But at the same time, you may be interested, or you may be curious, or you may want to move to it, and I think that it's worth looking at. And for some people, it will be just the right vehicle. For certain people in some conditions. Enjoy the show. Well, actually, grab food and drink. You're very right, because I'm feeling a bit dry now, but I cannot because I'm fasting. So I won't be able to eat or drink anything today until about 6:30 this evening. So I'm going to be here a couple of hours, and then probably go home and have a little bit of a rest. But that's very kind of you to say, and you're absolutely right. And when you come to these events, do make sure that you stay hydrated. Do make sure, and if you can bring your own food, because the food at Excel is very expensive. I've been here many times, and it's not cheap. So often the solution is just grab a sandwich on the way here and stuff it in your bag, but also bottles of water and stuff like that. So that's a really good suggestion, so you're quite right. And 5 Germans form club. Are you talking about this thing? I don't mind the grill so much, it's one of those things, Anyway, no, I can't drink water either, but you should bring water. You should bring water if you can. Stay hydrated when you come to events like this. Excel is right next to City Airport. It's offsetting the carbon footprint. I don't know how the lights are powered, I gotta be honest with you. It would make sense to cover the top of the Excel Center in solar panels, wouldn't it? I don't know if they've done that. But this is all part of an ongoing discussion. It's all part of an ongoing solution. There's so many things that you could say, well, there's that aspect, but what about this aspect? And that's true of so many things, you're quite right. You look at the fact that, we're talking about little things like not allowing my E30 to drive on the roads of London, and yet we're bombing the hell out of places like Ukraine and elsewhere, and of course Palestine, and what is that doing to the environment? So we are really kind of blinkered and short-sighted when we talk about these things, but I guess, we can't solve the world's problems, right? We can only do what we can do. Anyway, I'm going to log off now. Hope you enjoyed that transmission. If you happen to be here, the Formula E does race here. I have seen them. I have been to one of those races. It's fascinating to watch them, but the lack of sound really gets to me. It's really interesting. I like engine noise when it comes to motorsport. Anyway, I've got to log off now. Thank you so much for joining me on the transmission. I hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, comment, all the rest of it. And I'll catch you again soon. And if you're here on the show, say hello. Alright guys, thanks so much. I don't know how to turn this off now. There we go. See you guys. See you. Thanks so much for watching.